The following is a Simpronto media production.
Leaders, real life leaders.
Hey guys, this episode is from the Grow and Scale Now Summit, where top entrepreneurs and leaders are going to help you take your business to the next level. To get your free ticket, go to growandscalenow.com. Now to the episode.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to introduce you to our next guest. It's Amanda Dake, and she is doing an amazing job of helping entrepreneurs who are in the digital world, helping them to create and launch a high ticket offer. So whether you are in the digital space or thinking about moving into the digital space, Amanda is your expert in this area. So Amanda, tell people a little bit about yourself.
Hi, thanks for having me today. So I am a former educator, okay? Well, really, I'm still an educator. I just do it a little bit differently. So I left the public school, high school teaching world back in 2011 and transitioned into this digital marketing space kind of when it was starting to ramp up. ClickFunnels is where I really got my start working with that software, being trained with Russell Brunson and his amazing team, getting to the nitty gritty of all this digital marketing stuff. From there, I started building funnels for all kinds of different industries, all kinds of different people, and realized that my true zone of genius was still in education. So I was trying to avoid that because I was in it for so long. But whenever I kind of came back home to it. And now what I do is I really help educate people on the benefits of creating their offers and promoting them online, and then helping them with the tech side because I have so much experience doing that. So I love helping people get out of that kind of time for money trap and get a little more leverage in their business.
I love that. And so when you're talking about high ticket offers, explain to people what you mean by that. How do they transition? So let's say someone is an author and let's say they have a book, maybe they had a coaching program. I'm just trying to think of, let's say they had a book, they had a coaching program, maybe they were charging $100 an hour. I'll give you a perfect example because we just had someone coming to us for some coaching and they are asking us some different questions. So I have someone who is a psychiatrist.
Yes.
She is, charging I think she's charging $80 an hour at her practice. So if you want to go see her, she doesn't accept insurance. She takes $80 an hour. And now she's really trying to build her courses, build her classes, and move into that space. So walk us through that. First, let's start with talking about someone who their physical business solely right now is a private practice. Now they're trying to do that transition. Talk about some ideas for that particular field and others.
Okay, yeah, this is one of my favorite things to help people with. So yes, when you are a practitioner of some kind, whether you're a doctor, nutritional consultant, whatever it is, physical therapist even, you typically work with people one-on-one. And regardless of how much money you charge per hour or per session, there's only so much time in your day to fill that space. And you can only work with so many people at one time. A lot of people that I help transition out of that one-to-one space really have something great they want to share with others, but they just can't fit it into their one-to-one schedule. So basically, I help them take that zone of genius, that passion that they have for helping others, and we put it into kind of like an online program, a course of sorts. I really enjoy helping people create a group coaching type program where you have your curriculum online, right? Your modules that you go through. I help structure that from my education background, that's kind of second nature. But then I love to help people throw in group coaching calls, accountability check-ins, Facebook groups, forums, worksheets, all kinds of other ways to add a lot of meat to that program so people are actually going to be very successful once they go through it. Whenever you're working with kind of some sensitive information, and there's going to be times where maybe a group program doesn't really fit what you want to work with, there's still some ways to get several people into a program at once, but offer kind of maybe those one-on-one 30-minute coaching calls or something. And the best part is it doesn't have to always be you on those calls. It can be somebody that you've trained, somebody that's gone through your program, somebody that you partner with, all kinds of different ways to leverage your time and your expertise. It doesn't have to be you doing everything all the time.
Hey guys, I want to take a minute real quick to tell you about this retreat that I'm putting together. It's going to be just 10 lucky people that I'm going to select, and we are going to stay in a 5-star resort in Miami, and it's going to be pamper time. But the most important thing, I'm going to open up my books. I'm going to show you everything. You're going to leave there with my Word docs. You're going to leave with a USB drive with all the information that I've possibly done, every system in place. A lot of times you go to these conferences, you get all jazzed up, but you don't walk away with anything. You're going to walk away with this retreat with tons of systems. Go to chantelray.com/retreat to learn more.
Calling all entrepreneurs, leaders, and business owners. Are you looking to grow and scale your business to help more people, increase your profits, and build the business of your dreams? Then you need to attend the Grow and Scale Now Summit, a free virtual event where you can learn from top leaders and thinkers who have grown and scaled their businesses by the millions. Unlock your potential and discover the secrets to take your business to the next level. Click the link in the show notes to claim your free ticket.
Yeah, I love that. And that's a great idea. Like even someone like her who, if you think about it, a lot of the doctors and psychiatrists and health practitioners, they're saying the same thing over and over and over again. So I kind of like that combination where it's like, okay, here's what you're going to do. Part of your practice is we're going to talk about everything I'm basically saying to 7 other of the same people, right, for that same day. So I'm doing half coaching where I'm training you. And now we could combine that with a ticket item that is half, one-on-one. So it's half coaching, half group. Have you seen that work well with people?
I have. And I mean, there's so many different ways to do it based on what your content is and the nature of the business. But you could even I have someone that I'm working with, we've launched her $5,000 workshop. So it's a combination of some in-person calls, like Zoom calls or whatever kind of conference calls, plus the online curriculum. And then I think they're going to close it up with an in-person live event. Now, this is in the nutrition coaching space, and so it's not quite as sensitive as maybe some other topics that people want to cover and they might not want to meet in person about. But there's so many different ways to structure a program. Just based on what it is you want to do. And another thing that I'll add in there just to make it even more exciting is that if you say are a physician, somebody I just consulted with the other day, they have books that they've written. They have online training and programs that they send their patients to, and they also have supplements. So like physical product supplements. He was a gastroenterologist. And so he can only work with so many patients at one time. And people needed kind of some ongoing treatment for their different ailments. And so he had kind of some online protocols for them to follow. And then the actual gut health type supplements to back up his program. So that was kind of adding the digital in with the in-person with the physical products. So there's so many ways to structure it. It just depends on where you're at and what you really want.
Yeah. Now,
I'd also like to add with the word high ticket, that's not a big term. It was like kind of our marketing world term, right? So really a high ticket offer is something that I like to categorize it at probably $600 or more. So you just heard me mention my client that has a $5,000 program. It's an 8-week workshop style program that she takes people through. So anything probably $600 to $900 and up, I would consider high ticket. Where somebody's really got to kind of think about it, you might need a presentation or another way to get someone to purchase it from you. They're not just going to see an ad for it on the internet and go, it's not going to be an impulse buy. It's not just going to be like a Starbucks coffee or something like that. So that's what it means whenever we say high ticket.
Yeah. So I had gone to your site, and one of the things I liked that you had on your site is you had a video that you were presenting, and it was a watch this video to discover how we'll help you create and launch a high ticket offer online. And you asked for their name, phone number, and email. And I feel like some people are moving into this, right? So like kind of before it was like, no, just ask for their first name and email. Now I'm seeing more people ask for their name, first name, last name, email, and their phone number. So talk about that. Like as far as the funnel goes, have you always done that? Why are you adding that? And are people actually giving you their real phone numbers?
Yes. So the thing is with the name and the email, those are required elements. You can't move forward without having those entered in. The phone number, I have left it to be not required to move on. So it's like a bonus for me if they want to give it to me, but it's not a requirement for them to keep moving forward because throughout my process, I'm going to get their phone number anyway. But I rarely call anyone, and I'll send a text message sometimes, if I have something great happening, but I don't spam anybody with that. And the phone number is just kind of a bonus thing. So depending on your program and depending on what you offer, the phone number is helpful, and people give me legit phone numbers. If they don't give me a legit phone number, I'm still okay with it because then they just won't receive that type of SMS message. But, yeah, I mean, it's just another thing. And for my programs, some of them are higher ticket, meaning they cost a little bit more. And I need somebody that's going to be willing to trust me and commit to the process. And so just, the first step of that is go ahead and give me your phone number. If you're not ready for that level of conversation with me, then my program is probably not a fit for you.
Hope you enjoyed this episode from the Grow and Scale Now Summit. Again, you can get your free ticket now at growandscalenow.com.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Real Life Leadership. If you'd like to get the show notes or access more resources, log on to reallifeleaders.com/podcast to get the show notes from this episode and any other resources we might have mentioned. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Be sure to review or rate this podcast on Apple Podcasts to help spread the word. And if you have any leadership questions you want answered, email podcast@reallifeleaders.com.